Okay, so welcome to our first weekly breathwork session. Where it's going to be a relatively gentle flow today. I want to start off nice and easy. Uh, so where do I start? Okay, so for your breathwork today, you can either be laying down or sitting up, whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to be here for about between 20 and 30 minutes. So it'll be a little while. So I want to make sure that you are comfortable. Um, as I said, it's going to be a relatively gentle breath work today, but at the same time, any kind of breath work may bring up things. So if something does come up for you, then um, just bring yourself back to your normal breath. Open your eyes, bring yourself back into the room, and allow yourself to filter through whatever has come up for you. So, I'm holding space for you in that, if that is if that is what you need. So, you are in control of your experience today. So, just making sure that you're staying within what feels right for you. Because I'm not here to re-traumatize you. We are here to actually learn how to reset the nervous system and find a new space of normal within your nervous system. So, um, we are going to be doing two different kinds of breath today. Well, three actually, but the first one is the regulation breath, which is the earth breathing, which is what I'm going to try and start all of these breath works with. It just gives us an opportunity to come back into our bodies. And it is the 4-4-6 breath. So in through the nose for 4, hold for 4, and then out through the mouth slowly for 6. So we'll start with that. We'll do that for a few minutes. And the two breaths that we're going to be working on today are the psychological sigh, because I talk about this all the time and I want you to have a full experience of it. And the other one is a water breath, which is in for 5, out for 5. So, so the psychological sigh is the quickest way for you to reset your nervous system. It is the quickest way for you to lower the cortisol levels, to be able to bring yourself back into a state of calm as opposed to the heightened fight or flight. And the water breath is it's a gentle flow, so it's an in and out with no holds. There's no pause at the beginning and end of each breath. It's just a continuous flow. So the psychological sigh is one long breath, one full breath, should I say, in through the nose. And then when you feel like you've got enough, all the air that you can, pause for a second, and then you take another sip in through your nose. And then it's a long exhale out through the mouth. So in through the nose, and then the sip, and then exhale. So within whatever feels right for you for the length of breath that you need to do, I'll count you through the first ones, but then I'll let you do that breath for what feels comfortable for you. So we're going to do that for about 8 minutes. Yeah, for about 8 minutes. At the end of the psychological sigh, at the end of the 8 minutes, we are going to do a breath hold. So at the end of the last breath, you breathe all of your air out and then you hold on the out breath. So with no air left in your lungs. And we're going to hold that for about, I'm going to say 15 to 30 seconds. But I want you to just recognize what feels right for you. And if you need to breathe in before I call time, then by all means breathe in. When you do breathe in at the end of that hold, it's a long, big breath in through the nose and then hold. And we hold that for about 15 to 30 seconds as well. And then it's back to normal breath. So we're going to do that at the end of the psychological sigh before we move into the water breath. Now, as I said before, the water breath is, in for 5 and then out for 5. You can, I'm going to say mouth like in through the mouth, out through the mouth. But you can go in through the mouth, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the nose. You can go in through the nose and out through the mouth. So whatever feels right for you. But I will be saying mouth. So whatever feels, if you can breathe through your nose, breathe through your nose. If you want to breathe through your nose, do that. Um, but I tend to breathe through, I tend to do it through my mouth. So that's why I'll be referring to it as mouth. So again, it's in for five, out for five, in for five, out for five, and it's a continuous flowing breath with no pause at the top and no pause at the bottom. Um, so that's it. That's what we're going to be doing for today. So when you are ready, just get yourself nice and comfortable, and we'll get started. And I will need your cameras on so I can, yeah, beautiful. So I can see you breathe. Okay. So, finding yourself a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down. Close your eyes if that feels right and soften your gaze downwards. I want you to take a moment to fully arrive here. So, let whatever's happened before this moment go. You don't need it right now. So, any of the stresses, any of the crazies of the morning, any disruptions or distractions that you might have, just letting that go. And as we move through this process, any noise or distractions that you might have around you will just become part of your experience today. They will not be a distraction, they will just become a part of your experience today. So if you feel called to, you can place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. You can leave them there for as long as you feel comfortable and move them when you feel comfortable. But I want you to just feel the natural breath, feel your natural breath at this moment. So just feeling your natural breath with no effort, you're just noticing. Today, we're going to use the breath as a tool to shift your state, to create real change in how you feel and not just in how you think. I want you to remember that you are always in control of your experience. So if anything feels too intense at any point, simply open your eyes, breathe naturally, and come back into the room. So let's begin. We'll start with the regulation breath to build the foundation. Inhale in through your nose for 4 counts, hold for 4, and then exhale through your mouth for 6. So let's go together. In through the nose, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out through the mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, hold, and out. In, hold, and out. Feel your heart rate begin to slow. Feel the body getting heavier. This is your nervous system receiving the signal that it's safe. It's safe to relax. In, hold, and out. Continuing with the same rhythm and the same pace, allowing your mind and body to connect as one. Having your attention, your awareness on your heart. Feel the wave of relaxation as you continue to breathe. And one more round. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now let that go. Allow your breath to come back to its natural rhythm. Allow it to just soften, find your own flow back to its normal speed. Now, in a moment, we are going to step into the psychological sigh. So, if you remember, it is a full inhale through the nose, and then there's the inhale sip at the top, and then a long exhale out through the mouth. Okay, and when you're ready, let's do full breath in through the nose. Second sip, and exhale out through the mouth. Full inhale breath through the nose. Sip at the top, and long breath out. Again, full breath in through the nose. And the sip at the top. And long breath out through the mouth. Now continue at your own breath, at your own pace. Full breath in through the nose. With the little sip, the little top up right at the top. And then a long exhale, long, slow exhale through the mouth. And letting the long exhale be as complete as possible. So letting every last bit of air out of your lungs on that exhale. And a full breath in through the nose, filling your lungs all the way to the top until you can't fit any more air in. And then that last little sip of air right at the top. And the long exhale, full release out through the mouth. And as you release out through the mouth, just let whatever is sitting in the chest to travel out on the exhale. Become aware of the sensations in your body, the stillness in your mind. Let the breath carry whatever's still moving. You don't need to understand it, just allowing it to move. Feeling the air, feeling the air, filling your lungs, feeling the release in the chest as you exhale. Giving yourself permission to release anything and everything. You can imagine that you are breathing in the energy of peace and calm, allowing that peace and calm to fill your lungs, to fill your heart. And then on the exhale, just releasing, letting go. Not forgetting that final little top up, the top of the breath. Giving your body permission to let go, giving yourself permission to let go. Just noticing anything that you might be feeling, anything that might be coming to the surface, and letting go. Okay, we're almost there. Keep the breath going. Just reminding you that at the end, we are going to do the full breath out and breath hold. And then the recovery breath in and hold. So one more full round for you. One more full round. In full breath through the nose. Sip at the top. Long exhale out and hold. Bring your attention onto your heart. Feel that life force beating through you. And when you're ready, big recovery breath in through the nose, full breath, filling up all of your lungs and hold. And release. Coming back to your normal breath. I'm just going to spend a moment in your normal breath. And while we're sitting here, just notice how your body's feeling, how your mind is feeling, anything that might have come up for you. And in a moment, we are going to step into our water flow, breathing in through the mouth for 5 and out through the mouth for 5. It will be one continuous flow. So when you're ready, let's move into the water flow, letting your breath become softer, slower, and fuller. We are breathing in through the mouth for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out through the mouth for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, out. We're using 50% of your full breath capacity. So not full and not shallow, just halfway, nice and easy. In and out. In and out. Feeling the the circularness of the breath. Feeling the flow. This this phase allows everything that we've activated just to move, to process, and to complete. Let it flow in your own time. In for 5, out for 5. Imagine the breath as water, how it flows smoothly and cleanly and continuous. Letting the breath carry whatever's still moving. You don't need to direct it. You don't need to understand it. We're just allowing the water to move through it. Let the breath flow. Whatever needs to move, keep moving. Feeling how different this breath feels to where we started. Let the breath settle even deeper. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Just full presence, full flow. Now allowing your breath to settle back into its natural rhythm, being aware of your mind, being aware of your body. I invite you to bring into your mind's eye a future version of you. Allow her to show you the life you are working towards right now with your goals and your intentions. See yourself living that life. Feel what it's like to be you living that life. And as you go on this journey, visualizing what your life is like, what your day is like, feeling what it feels like to be in this life. Hear what you hear, see what you see, feel what you feel. For the next few moments, just go on that journey. And as you come back into this time and space, keeping your eyes closed, just notice what's different to when we began. Notice what feels lighter, what feels clearer. Whatever moved during that experience, let it settle now. Again, you don't need to understand it, you just need to let it land. I invite you to use this moment of clarity of presence to be aware of anything you hear, anything you feel. Just place your attention and awareness there for a few moments and allow your body to integrate into this new sense of self. I also invite you to bring the feeling of gratitude to the work that you have just done. Gratitude to yourself for showing up and allowing yourself to move through this process today. And when you're ready, I want you to bring your awareness back into your body. Begin to feel your muscles, gently wriggling your fingers and toes. Take a slow, deep breath in. Give yourself a nice big stretch. And when you're ready, opening your eyes, bringing that feeling with you. Thank you for breathing with us today.